History was made on the shore of Mactan Island in the Philippines. The legendary Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan, leading a fleet of Spanish conquerors, was killed by the warrior chieftain Lapu-Lapu, and his forces were decisively defeated. But what led to this shocking clash? And how did a local chieftain outsmart one of the most famous navigators in history? Ferdinand Magellan, a seasoned explorer, embarked on a bold mission for the Spanish crown in 1519. His goal to find a westward route to the Spice Islands of Indonesia. Hoping to secure vast of wealth for Spain, Magellan's fleet set sail from Seville with 5 ships, a crew of over 200 men, and a dream of fame and fortune. After a long and treacherous journey across the Atlantic and through the rough waters of South America, Magellan finally reached the Philippines in March of 1521. This new land as a crucial waypoint for the spice trade route. But what Magellan didn't count on was the complexity of the local politics and the fierce independence of the Filipino chieftain. One of these was Lapu-Lapu. Lapu-Lapu, the ruler of Mactan Island. Lapu-Lapu was a proud and powerful leader. He had a strong sense of local sovereignty and wasn't eager to submit to foreign invaders. While Magellan had managed to form alliances with some other chieftains in the region, Lapu-Lapu refused to acknowledge Spanish. Magellan, ever confident, attempted to sway Lapu-Lapu with offers of friendship and alliance. But Lapu-Lapu stood firm, refusing to bow to the Spanish. In fact, when Magellan tried to pressure him into submission, it only fueled the tension. Lapu-Lapu's defiance marked the beginning of fierce and fateful confrontation. Magellan, feeling slighted, made a crucial decision. He would lead an assault on Mactan Island to force Lapu-Lapu into submission. On the morning of April 27, 1521, Magellan and his men sailed to Mactan Island with about 60 soldiers, armed with steel swords, armor, and firearms. They were confident they would overpower the island warriors, but they underestimated Lapu-Lapu's forces. Lapu-Lapu, with a force of roughly 1,500 warriors, stood ready to defend his land. These were not just any warriors, they were fierce, skilled fighters with indigenous weapons like spears, daggers, and shields, tools they knew how to wield in this then stirring at Mactan. The two sides clashed in a brutal, chaotic battle. Magellan's forces fought but they were outnumbered and unfamiliar with the island terrain. The battle was not just about physical strength, it was a clash of cultures, of tactics, and of wills. Magellan, ever the leader, led his men into the fray, but he made a critical mistake. He underestimated the ferocity of Lapu-Lapu's resistance and the challenge posed by the terrain. The Spaniards' firearms, though advanced, were ineffective in the close quarters combat of Mactan. As the battle dragged on, Magellan himself was wounded. In a final act of defiance, He attempted to fight his way through to lapu-lapu, but it was too late. Magellan was struck with a fatal blow or spear to the chest, followed by a fatal wound from a local warrior. The legendary explorer was dead, his men leaderless and demoralized, retreated in defeat. Magellan's death sent shockwaves through his men. The Spaniards, now leaderless, were forced to flee the battlefield. The mighty Spanish fleet, once a symbol of dominance, had been decisively beaten by the forces of a local chieftain. Though Magellan's death was a pivotal moment, the impact of Battle of Mactan went beyond the immediate. The defeat showed that even the mighty arms of European military power could be resisted by indigenous forces. After the battle, Magellan's remaining forces but they would never again challenge lapu-lapu authority. The victory at Mactan was a symbol of resistance to foreign colonization, a message that resounded across the Philippines for generations. Thank you.